Asylum seeker detention and emotional wellbeing. What are the effects that detention has on an asylum seeker's wellbeing? Well, first, we should discuss what an asylum seeker is. An asylum seeker is an individual who is waiting for refugee verification and has a well-founded fear of persecution. These individuals have often experienced traumatic events in their country and are then faced with deterrence measures when entering the country of refuge. These deterrence measures include confinement in detention centres, which has been shown to have adverse effects on their emotional well-being. Specifically, the consequences of detention are detrimental, with the adverse effects on well-being increasing the longer the individual remains in the detention facility. These outcomes include post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. Similar issues are also found in children, with the inclusion of developmental issues and attachment problems. The circumstances that force an individual to seek asylum often result in high levels of pre-migration trauma. These events have ongoing psychological impacts in the form of PTSD, which are then moderated by post-migration stresses. This connection has been demonstrated within many studies, indicating that adult asylum seekers placed in detention facilities have high levels of PTSD, with the severity of symptoms directly related to the time in detention. Depression is the most widely observed mental health issue for asylum seekers in detention. This has been attributed to the difficulties unique to the detention experience, with it constituting a meaningless environment that suppresses a detainee's capacity to utilise their usual coping skills. This is then combined with the potential for detention environments to exacerbate previous trauma, whilst acting as an ongoing trauma that leads to the deterioration in mental health. Children who are contained in facilities for long periods of time manifest a significant regression in development. These regressions can be physical, social, and behavioural. Issues also arise as the parents often experience their own mental health issues and so are unable to provide adequate nurturing for their children. This leads to the inability to form a secure attachment style, which impedes emotional functioning. Attachment theory can be used to explain the effects of detention on well-being. Specifically, the theory assumes that the responsiveness, sensitivity, and attentiveness of the maternal caregiver are essential components in the quality of attachment that any child experiences. This bond then serves as a secure base for the child to promote personality development and emotional regulation. Therefore, children who develop in supportive environments are more likely to develop secure attachments compared to those who are neglected. This then has implications for the child's emotional regulation across their lifespan. As many asylum seekers have developed in dysfunctional, traumatic environments, these secure attachments are often not present. Therefore, PTSD can be conceived as the intensification of the response sequence emerging from actual or threat of separation or loss from people or places that represent safety. This provides an explanation for the exacerbation of PTSD in asylum seekers, leading to a reduction in emotional well-being. For more information, please visit the Wiki University site, Asylum Seekers, Detention and Emotional Wellbeing.